My friend is gone. And he's not coming back. Having us both been dancers and him not here anymore has made it very, very difficult. Dance has not felt the same. In battles, in competitions, and shows, it feels as though I'm a lot colder. I feel empty. It makes it harder to move. The level of expectation that I have on myself to live up and honor somebody's memory is hard. More than it being hard, it feels like something that I can't escape from. For every movement that I make and every step that I take, it feels like I'm moving with thousands of pounds of expectation that I'm not just putting on myself, but I'm putting on in remembrance of somebody else.
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
Put a smile on your face.
Keep showing me you.
Never let
Who's
it
Derrick?
take your joy away.
Who's Derrick?
Let the sunshine make your day. Take your hand of your love, wanna dance the night away. Or get away and escape on a vacay. Life's a marathon,
There
not
we
a
go.
relay.
There
It's
we
up
go.
to you to do
A
what
little
you
more,
love
a little
to.
more.
Let no
Are
one
you
stop
digging?
you.
Are
You
you
gotta
digging?
feel good. I feel good about it. I feel good.
Do you? Open up.
I feel good about it. You gotta feel good. I feel good about it.
You okay?
I'm good.
Let's go, you got this. Dude,
Okay, how was it? Like, out of 10, how was it?
it was good. I'd say solid 7. But without the fall.
No, let's do it again. Like, I need like a solid 9 for the competition. I need something that's gonna stand
Dude,
out.
you're already strong
No,
enough.
no, do it again. I'm
You
good.
need to-
I'm good.
You're trying to do too much. Everything is right here. Feel it right here. Yeah? Just let it out. Let it out. You gotta let the, you gotta let the moves go with the flow. Let it show you how you feel.
Nobody could wave and pop and tut like my friend. Nobody can name anybody who could. And to this day, it's kind of crazy. I was talking to him. I remember specifically, I was on 94 in Chicago on my way back home. He's like, man, we used to talk about this all the time. It's crazy. He's like, how does the trophy feel? He's like, they gave me a varsity jacket. He's like, how does that feel? I'm like, man, listen. I told him, I'm like, when I got on stage, dude, I was like, this is really crazy. I did not expect to be there. Yeah, man. And, unfortunately, he did pass not even a year later. And, after that, it hit kind of hard because I think it was one of those things where you didn't see it coming, and it's not something you fathom. And I think what makes it harder is all the things that I've accomplished now, going to the U.S. National Finals for Red Bull Dancer Style twice, winning in 21, making it to finals in 22 in my own town, and, doing all these cool things with Dancer Style, traveling and meeting all these really dope competitors and doing well myself and getting hundreds of thousands of views, and not being able to tell him. I think it was actually, I've worked on the COVID vaccine trials. I've worked on public health studies. And I think the process was kind of hard because I didn't have time. There was no time for me to process literally anything. Like, after things happened, I had to go straight to work.
Who's Derrick? Let the world see everybody. He's coming alive, Derrick. There we go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Don't take my foot.
Hey, are you okay? You look down.
I'm good.
There was but it's okay, I got it.
If it's a diagnostic check, I got it.
Look, D, you can take a beat. Why don't you go grab some fresh air?
Hey, we agreed. No more coddling. I'm gonna do my job. Plus, I'm not the only one working a double shift today.
I told myself, I'm like, you know what, like I would never want to be the type of person that inspires people behind the black screen, and then when they finally meet me, they leave with the level of disappointment. And not to say that I'm pretending to be somebody I'm not, but I want to make sure that I can inspire somebody, not just with my dance, but with my personality too, because it does go a long way. And I just don't want anybody to end up in that position with me, because I know how that affected my dance thereafter. You know, I think when, you know, we're talking about dance, a lot of people tend to like gravitate towards different styles in street dance and hip hop, the umbrella term, right? With me, I started off with breaking, and then it took too much of a toll on my body, so then I dove into animation. But then after that, you know, I didn't like how limited it was or limited it felt to me, and so I started to just dive into whatever felt good. You know, I loved, you know, the way choreo hip hop heads really like conceptualize their movement. You know, I loved how free hip hop freestyle was. You know, I love how precise, you know, different animation was, and I combine those and turn it into something that feels to a dance that feels good to me, and ultimately allows me to interpret the music to the best of my ability. And that's what my dance style is. So I'll do like a lot of sharper movements, I'll do a lot of smoother movements, and I really take my time to analyze the music and the layers of it within my dance, so it's best shown either on camera or to other people. So
Looking at your urine samples, everything checks out. You should be good for the clinical trials.
Cool.
We do got to get your blood work done, and that should be it.
Cool.
Do you, open up. Open up.
All right. Got you all down, Leon. Just wait here. We got to run a few more labs.
I'm chilling, bro.
It might take a few hours.
Derrick, did you tell Leon about your dance competition?
Whoa, you dance?
Oh, yeah. He's only one of Chicago's flyers.
No way. Oh, so what style? What we talking? Like hip, pop and lock?
You have everything approved.
Do you know that new Chicago footwear that just went viral?
I don't dance anymore.
Derrick. 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 What do you mean you're not a dancer?
There's just other more important stuff. Tyler's family needs me. We're understaffed.
You and Tyler spent so much time rehearsing it.
You're trying to do too much.
How are you feeling?
I'm...
Really?
Shit happens. I'm over it. I've moved on. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to be there for everyone else, okay?
it was hard because I was disconnected from my job. Dance, I was trying not to focus on that. There was individuals that said things that you just don't say to somebody when they're grieving, and I had to process that too. You have to remember that the job that you're doing requires a lot of bedside manner, but it's hard to show up for patients when you're having a lot of trouble showing up for yourself. I would have loved for my dance to be therapy. I would have loved it. But when you think about who inspired me to do this thing in the first place, I think it became more so of a reminder every time that I did do it, and I would get upset at myself if I were ever to forget. And it helped in some ways, especially if a song comes on in that moment, I'm feeling it, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, this feels good. But then it's like afterwards, right? That's when, you know, I can't dance forever. And so in some ways, it felt like a drug. I was like, I would take it, I would feel good in that moment, and then afterwards, I'm like, and while I'm dancing, I felt powerful, I felt relieved, but then after I stopped, I was like, damn, like, this is where I'm at now, and this is who I'm dealing with, or the lack thereof. And over time, I had to learn how to not so much lean on this as my only support system, but understand that it's just a tool for me to help, better myself. So, because if I use it as therapy, then I could be like, man, you know what? Whenever I feel sad at my job or whatever, I'm gonna just go and dance it out. And that wasn't always the case, because after the battle is done, after the performance is done, after I clock out, like, probably gonna be tired, right? And I'm not gonna be able to dance to my fullest ability. And it wouldn't help me if I'm trying to dance tired. If given the actual proper time to grieve something, I probably would have been accepting at the final stage of grief probably within a few months after that, but I didn't really have anybody to help me unpack that. That felt like it didn't have any strings attached to it. Like, it was just love for what it was. And it is one of the very, very few relationships outside of family that I knew was unconditional, when I didn't have anything that I do now, and they were still rocking with you as somebody who meets you after all the success and the fame and the whatever. That's real. So yeah, I think that's why it hit me harder than most, because it was like, okay, that was my first legitimate actual friendship. And of course, when people are drunk and they hit you up, or they talk to you like, I love you, man, da 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 da. But he called, he's like, yeah, man, I just want to let you know I love you, da 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 da. Now, I think he was one of the individuals to where anybody could, if anybody knows him, they could honestly say like he was really the one to say I love you first. And it was unfamiliar to me at the time. I just wasn't used to saying that to my friends. And he just called that when I was on my way, and that phone call helped a lot because it made me stay awake, allowed me to stay awake enough for me to get home, especially where there was a lot of police presence. And nobody prompted him to do that. I think the last time we had talked beforehand was like months ago, and that was my last memory of him before,
Derrick. You gotta let the move. Go with the flow. Let it show you how you feel. You have nothing to prove to anybody, but you have everything to share.
Please, let's play it again. Go.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go. Ready? Remember, just dance.
The scars I left you are here for you to understand how not to make them again. Trust no one. Vent to no one. The smile works, as they'll always buy it. They can't tell the difference, then they'll leave you be. And when it's over, they won't wonder, they can't, and then the cycle continues. You go home to nothing. You eat nothing. You dream of nothing. You spend little of the time you have left doing nothing, and no one realizes when they turn their heads that you are the king of your castle of isolation. It's your world, and you're forced to live in it. Everybody says a really good friendship, you're gonna fight once. And it's like, nah, a really good friendship is one where you don't. And y'all are just really like locked in. You know what I'm saying? So being able to pay that forward with my art form and with an art form that was heavily inspired by him, I think is, in a sense, it's very poetic, so. Dear Derrick, I refuse to let you make the same mistake twice. They can't see through it. Your nonchalance is your veil. And when they ask to get a better understanding of who you really are, give them this line.
Somber sands, shifting winds, feel the cracks in my heart that are hard to mend. Music heaving to and fro. Emotions guide me to where I don't know. The beat reminds my heart to pump. The lyrics reflect how I emote. The melody reframes how I flow. Yet the time doesn't let me start again, so is this the best way to show that I miss my friend?
With love, Nimbus. Red Bull dancer style in 21. After I won you know, I had everybody around me, and it was cool because, like, you know, obviously I did a good job, and so did everybody else. But I had the trophy in my hand, and you know, all the news crews with these, you know, these big ass cameras coming up to you and saying, da 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 da. I was like, man, this is great. So I go back to the hotel, and you know, my girl is there, and I'm calling everybody. I'm like, yo, I just want to Rebel Dancer style. Like, I got this, you know, this trophy. It's dope. And then I'm like, yeah, I gotta call him. I was like, oh wait, you know. And I think that was one of the things that hit the hardest, because it was like, I knew it's only up from there, and it's unfortunate because it's like, damn, like if you could see me now. And that's why, like, in a lot of photos or videos, you'll see me and you'll always see me throw the 3 fingers up, because that's like me and my, that was me, him, and my other friend's dance group at the time in high school. And so after he passed, I was like, yo, well, I'm not just dancing for myself anymore, you know? So a lot of times you'll see me throw this up, whether I'm in LA, whether I'm in, you know, Florida, Texas, Atlanta, you know, going to France later this year. See me throwing it up in France too, just to see, you know, how far I can actually take it.